This is the 80s Show on iHeartRadio.
Say ho, ho, say ho, 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 ho. Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Say ho, ho, say ho, whoa, ho, whoa. Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Let's start the show.
Yeah, buddy. Rolling like a big shot or a medium shot. However you choose to roll. However you choose to roll is really your choice. What the hell am I talking about today? Well, it's interesting, and it's probably indicative of the first of the year. But I think a lot of people hit the new year and go, new year, new me, all that sort of stuff. And then that all falls down with a quickness. And when you realize it's not going to be a new year, magically, just because the calendar changed and you have to write a different number on your checks, when you realize it's not going to be a new year, not you, but some people, a lot of people look around for a scapegoat, being like, hey, wait a second, it's 2015 and the stuff that sucked in 2014 still sucks now and shows no immediate signs of not sucking. Who can I blame? And it's interesting. I've run into a lot of that around the office for the last couple of days. People frustrated. People doubly frustrated over the things that they were frustrated in 2014 about. I'm sure I'm putting the word about in the wrong portion of the sentence. I guess my grammatical correctness is something that hasn't magically improved in the year 2015 either, but I digress. A lot of people seem to be looking around for a scapegoat. I talk to people around the office or just friends of mine like, oh, yeah, back at work, and it sucks because this guy still is in my way, not letting me do things the way I want to do, or my bitch of a boss doesn't do this, or or my wife still hasn't changed, or my kids still are having problems in school. It's not like all those presents I got them over Christmas solved it, and they're miserable. Yeah. Here's the thing. People tend to look around for scapegoats when things go wrong. People like to look around and apportion the finger of blame elsewhere. Now, hear me on this. Your boss might be awful. There could be lots of other people, lots of other things. Maybe the organization you work for. Maybe the laws of the land. Look, all these things that people point to as a reason for their life not being what they want to be. There's probably truth to all of it. People go like, I think there's no way I could live in this country and be happy and satisfied with Obamanomics. What shot do we have? I'd go to Canada if I wasn't such a patriot. Some people are doing okay. The middle class is, of course, being squashed out of existence. It's just for the rich elite. I suppose if you really want to spend time on it, if you really want to dig into the whole situation, if you really want to do a lot of research and fritter away hours and hours of your life, you can probably find legitimate gripes about anything and everything. Your spouse, your boss, your employer, the state of the economy, who's in the White House, all the above. But remember, we're taught that you must blame your father, your sisters, your brothers, the school, the teachers, but never blame yourself. It's never your fault, but it's always your fault. Because if you want it to change, you're the one who's got to change. Katharine Hepburn.
iHeartRadio presents the Motion Picture nominees for the 72nd Annual Golden Globe Awards. Best Motion Picture Drama: Boyhood, Foxcatcher, The Imitation Game, Selma, and The Theory of Everything. Best Actress in a Motion Picture Drama: Julianne Moore, Still Alice, Reese Witherspoon, Wild, Rosamund Pike, Gone Girl, Felicity Jones, The Theory of Everything, and Jennifer Aniston, Cake. Best Actor in a Motion Picture Drama, Eddie Redmayne, The Theory of Everything, Benedict Cumberbatch, The Imitation Game, Steve Carell, Foxcatcher, David Oyelowo, Selma, Jake Gyllenhaal, Nightcrawler. Best Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy, Birdman, Into the Woods, The Grand Budapest Hotel, St. Vincent, and Pride. Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy, Amy Adams, Big Eyes, Julianne Moore, Maps to the Stars, Emily Blunt, Into the Woods, Helen Mirren, The 100-Foot Journey, and Quvenzhané Wallis, Annie. Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy, Michael Keaton, Birdman, Bill Murray, St. Vincent, Ray Fiennes, The Grand Budapest Hotel, Joaquin Phoenix, Inherent Vice, and Christoph Waltz, Big Eyes. Best Director, Motion Picture, Richard Linklater, Boyhood, Alejandro Iñárritu, Birdman, Ava DuVernay, Selma, Wes Anderson, The Grand Budapest Hotel, and David Fincher, Gone Girl. The awards will be presented Sunday, January 11th. Keep listening to iHeartRadio for more Golden Globe nominees and the latest entertainment news.
This is America's Talk on iHeartRadio. Informative, discovery, conversation.
Hey, you, what's that sound? Coming so loud from your radio dial. AD, be getting down when you're rocking the jams. Here I am, going back once again. I'm ruling all city like a king I am.
So did you see the latest person to weigh in on the whole Cosby scandal? That would be Felicia Rashad, the Cosby mom from The Cosby Show. There's a couple of different narratives. One where she's saying that he's been framed by someone who's trying to destroy his legacy, and another one where she said, I've been misquoted. We'll try and delve into those in a little bit. We'll also talk a little bit about how the American media seems to be cowering. CNN, NBC, AP, Fox say they won't be showing the Charlie Hebdo cartoon of the Prophet, the one that caused the shooting in Paris. We'll chat a little bit about that and the implications of us chickening out, or are we just taking sensible measures to avoid the same thing happening to us? I don't know, but we'll get into it. It's an interesting discussion. If you want to join in the discussion, you can tweet me at ADSXE. Also, tweet super producer to the stars, Barry Funkhauser at FunkFM is where he's at. Right now, though, before we get into the meat of the show, the big throbbing meat of the show, let's discuss what's going on in the world. Funkhauser, A, how are you? B, what's happening?
Influenza.
Oh, you're sick? You haven't shaken it? It got worse, not better?
It's kind of the same. I'm heavily medicated and getting through it, so, you know.
What meds?
Oh, just Dayquil. Just Dayquil and coffee.
Does Dayquil make you tired?
You know, I don't take medication a lot. Like, when people have headaches, and every time I have a headache, my girlfriend says, take an aspirin, and I'm like, nah, I'm going to let my body naturally fight it. So when I take medication, I take small doses, so I only took one of those little guys. Mm-hmm. You know, it comes in a pack of 2, and right. I just took one of those little guys, and it seems to be working. I'm here upright and professional and wearing clothes and not draining from the,
Did it make you drowsy at all, though? Did you,
no.
At any point when you're coming in this morning, were you like, maybe you shouldn't be driving?
No, it did. I mean, it didn't hit me that hard. It's not one of those, I shouldn't be doing this thing. But,
because, all that non-drowsy stuff, like Dayquil, I take it, and it says non-drowsy. You can take it and operate heavy machinery, but about a half hour after taking it, I'm like, not that I am naturally predisposed to operate heavy machinery, but if there was some around, I should probably be kept as far from it as possible.
Yeah, I could see how that, if I took 2 of them, then maybe there'd be danger, but right. Take the smallest dose possible just to get me by.
Gotcha. Well, I'm glad you're maintaining, and I hope you work on feeling better in the not-too-distant future. You let your body's natural whatevers fight a headache?
Yeah, sometimes, I it's just not my first instinct is to grab medication when I'm feeling, ill. I try to let my body fight it off as much as possible. I know that's dangerous as you get older, but, I wanted to have I have a pretty good immune system. It's very rare that I get sick.
I'm not big on popping pills or taking meds or something like that, but for things like headaches, I always kind of forget. Like, I'll have a screaming headache, and then I'll be like, oh, I should have taken Advil like an hour ago. Now I'm never getting rid of this thing. I find if I nip it in the bud if I take Advil or Tylenol. But that's like the strongest thing I like to take. I can't take Benadryl and go do anything. If I ever I don't even take Benadryl before going to bed because it makes me feel hungover the next day. Like, medicines are weird.
Fake sleep. Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. I mean, it's so rare that I get sick that, I try to take the smallest dose possible. I don't get those splitting headaches like some people do. I'm pretty cool.
There's not too much that lays me out and makes me incapable of doing things, but there's these headaches that I'll get. Usually if I forget to... Wow, we sound like a bunch of whiny bitches. Or at least I do. But there's these headaches that I get that, A, if I don't catch them in time, I ain't getting rid of them for a while. Like, if I can get them while they're just coming on and remember to pop a Tylenol or something like that, there's a chance. But once those headaches really kick in, the migraine type things, I gotta lie down and turn off the lights. Like, it's just that'll knock my ass out. And you kind of the headaches get so bad that you want to throw up sometimes. Is that normal?
Yeah. Well,
is that a stroke thing? Am I having an aneurysm? Should I don't know.
I've been there when I'm really sick. You get one of those things, and oh man, yeah, it's just hell. Hopefully I won't get that this time. I almost got it last night, but NyQuil, not a sponsor.
Okay, you're not a sponsor. Or as Dennis Leary said, NyQuil, 13th step in the 12-step recovery program. Are you drunk? No, I have a cold. All right, what's going on in the world?
Well, the People's Choice Awards were on CBS last night. Did you see it?
Once again, I was the big winner by being one of the people that chose not to watch it. I didn't see it. I did hear Adam Sandler won some sort of award.
What?
Like another People's Choice Award. Everyone, good for him, too. Because Adam Sandler, that's a guy who works incredibly hard and has busted his ass. And a lot of people go where's my $20 million a picture? But the thing is, Adam Sandler built that. He has his own production company. He hustles hard, and he catches so much flack. Unnecessarily, too, I think, from the establishment, the sort of intelligentsia, the people that dole out real awards. And people just kind of view him as being this hack that's not... No. The fact that he won a People's Choice Award again means that everybody that has a beef to pick with it, people like what he does, and he's going to keep doing it, whether other people find it to be intelligent enough or not. Yep. That's what I think. Good for you, Adam Sandler, even though I didn't watch the awards show and hate that sort of orgy of self-congratulatory actor reach-arounds. Good for you. Go on.
There's not a lot of actors that could do so many different genres, though. I mean, I think he's hit them all.
I think he did that funny guy thing where he was like, I got to make some serious movies. And he did Punch Drunk Love, which I never saw. And then he did Love Reign Over Me.
Yeah.
Did you
Funny
see that?
People. I saw Funny People. I think he was in that, wasn't he? I don't know.
What was the one where he plays a stand-up comic and Seth Rogen in his opening act and he thinks he's dying or he is dying or he's going through... that was good because it was funny and dark at the same time. Love Reign Over Me, whoa, that's it might be kind of a New York-centric thing because it's all about a guy who loses his family in 9/11. Holy crap. That movie is... And there's times where he's talking and delivering serious dialogue and you just expect him to break into Cajun Man or something like that. It just you're I think the problem is you're expecting him to be funny and he has a voice where he's about to go into his shtick and he doesn't because it's a serious movie and there's not really a lot of comedy, if any, to it. But that's the only thing that I found distracting in terms of his ability to deliver something serious. Was he just, you're so used to seeing him be funny, you're expecting him to break into funny any second now. But Love Reign Over Me,